That was so rude. It stopped recording. Now I have to do 2 parts. Rude. So I was talking about what was the question? Hold on a minute. How do you feel about or react to people who joke about suicide or killing themselves? So those who joke about killing themselves when they are, I'm not excusing it at all, but I will say that adolescents don't get it. They don't have the actual brain maturity that we do. Like, they just don't, and that's normal. Like, they're not supposed to. Their brains are not fully developed until later in life. And so sometimes it's just situational. I have to look at it. But however, if I did hear my nieces or nephews joking about it, I would have a talk with them. I would. Like, I don't like it. I don't know how to answer this. I don't like it, but I guess it's kind of, it depends on the timing, and I don't know. I personally don't like it. I'll just say that. I don't think it's funny. I really don't. Okay, Black Gatina? Question, what do you do when your depression gets really worse and you feel completely empty and senseless? I struggle a lot with depression. Do you pray? Do you get thought loops too, where you think about one thing over and over again, but in a negative way? I got this a lot from depression, and I don't know how to break the circle. Love you. I love you too. It's really, for me, in the past little bit, it's changed. Like, before, I would go to bulimia, honestly, for my depression. But since I've stopped being bulimic, I go to YouTube, I go read your guys' comments, I go watch uplifting videos on YouTube. I don't watch sad videos on YouTube unless I'm feeling like mentally strong enough, and I think that that's okay, and everybody goes through that. And do I ever thought loops? Do you get thought loops where you think about one thing over and over but in a negative way? For me, my thought loops are just about food and my old addiction, and that I can't have it anymore, and those things. But I don't know, it's hard. I don't know. I just have to like keep on reminding myself how awesome it is that I've come this far, and how hard it was for me to get this far, and that makes me not want to fall back into it. And so I have bad days every day. Every day I have hours where I feel depressed, but then I have hours that are really good, and I try and focus on the good other than the bad, but also let out the bad and let out the dark feelings and let it out and vent like I do with you guys, so that it's not eating me up inside. So maybe just let it out to somebody if you have anybody that you trust that can do that for you. Monica K says, question for you, Miss Shanny. Have you ever ran into a Shanny Fanny when you go out? If so, are you a hugger? I think all of us would love to meet you and hug you someday. Thanks for all you do and for your wonderful spirit. Aw, thanks. I love you. No, yes. There is, there are a couple people that have noticed me, but it's people that I told them about me before they knew about me. So like Jacob at Burger King that you guys met a while ago, he didn't know about me till I told him about me, but then I told him about me and he watched my channel and became a big fan. Hi, Jacob. And then last time when I was at that Burger King, he noticed me and came up and hugged me and asked me how I was, and it was awesome. But there have been a couple instances, because I just don't think YouTube is very popular in Utah. I don't think it's a Utah thing. It's really not. So it's pretty rare that I get recognized around here. The only times that I have, both times, wait, there was one. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute. So there were 2 times where I was out shopping or something, and I saw, the first time, and it was the exact same situation but different people. I saw this young girl notice, like, she looked at, like, gave me a double take, like, do I know you or something? And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything, because how embarrassing would that be if I went up to her and be like, do you recognize me from YouTube? I'm so famous. No, I'm not gonna say anything. And oh, that's not what I'm about. But anyway, she just would like, and then she would like nudge her mom and be like, Mom, that's Shanny, blah, blah, blah. And I would be like, should I say something? Should I go hug her? I don't know what to do. So yeah, if you recognize me, come hug me. I'm totally a hugger. And then the only other time that I got recognized was on Christmas Day. We went to see my niece sing at her church on Christmas Day, and one of her friends who didn't know that I was her best friend's aunt. She didn't know that. Happened to just watch me all the time and had no idea that I was Lexi's aunt. And so I came in and we sat right behind them in church, and I saw her lean over, oh, that's Shanny, oh my gosh, that's Shanny, that's so cool, blah, blah, blah. And later my niece told me, like, yeah, so my friend came up to me and was like, how do you know Shanny? Because I was there visiting their church to watch her sing. And she's like, oh, that's my aunt. And she's like, what? No way, I love her. So that's kind of cool that someone kind of found me on their own without me knowing and happened to be really good friends with my niece. Like, that was really, really neat. Other than that, not so much. But someday I would love to do a meet and greet and meet all of you. And if you do happen to see me in public, come and tell me who you are and I'll give you a hug and I'll put you in my vlog, because I'll always have a camera with me. And not many people in Utah though. Again, not many people in Utah. It's just not. It's starting to. People are starting to catch on Utah about YouTube and what it actually is, and not just a place where videos go viral. Like, it's actually a place where you can have your own channel and blah, blah, blah. So, but I am going to Disneyland at the end of April. So if anyone lives near Disneyland at the end of April, should we do a meet and greet? Tell me below. Does anyone even live that close, or is anyone gonna be there? I don't know. Charlotte Robinson says, hi Shanny, hi. My first question is, how are you doing today? I'm good today. Yesterday I had a horrible day, and the day before that I had a horrible day. Today I'm having a really good day. And my second question is, what are your favorite kinds of movies to watch? I love you, keep fighting. Thank you, Charlotte, I appreciate that. I would say that, honestly, I'm such a girly girl that I love chick flicks. I love romantic comedies. I also love movies where the world is in trouble and the world has to work together to survive. So like Independence Day and World War Z is one of my favorites, or like natural disaster movies also, Twister and Dante's Peak and all of those. Day After Tomorrow, you know, like the ones where people have to just not worry about their petty crap and money and being popular and how you look and what you eat and all of those things, and just band together to join together and to fight whatever it is that they need to fight together, or to get through whatever situation it is that they need to together. No questions asked. We're all human beings instead of Democrats and Republicans and different religions and races and all of those things. Like, I like movies that bring the world together and force them to work together and get through the hard times. So, and chick flicks. Jaja, Yaya. 427 says, hi Shanny, hi. I'm so glad you're feeling better today and that you're doing another Q&A. I've only discovered you in the last 2 months or so. Cool, welcome. And watching you every day is one shining ray of hope. Aww, I have one shining ray of hope I have in building the courage to battle that eating disorder that has been controlling my life over 25 years. I feel you, girl. My question for you is, has sharing all that you have with us on your journey ever hindered your progress? I'm speaking of trolls here. And in what ways has it helped? Oh, there's more, hold on. I am a writer and I've considered doing a 100% anonymous blog. Only my psychologist knows. Sharing my journey, getting back into something like writing that makes me feel like I have purpose, and hopefully crafting a supportive community. My fear is all the keyboard meanies out there. I'm a super highly sensitive person and was wondering if you had any advice. First of all, that is so cool that you want to do that. Please do it if you can. Seriously, please do it. And I will say that in the beginning, it was a lot harder. I sort of, however, kind of made it my mission, along with a lot of help from some of my Shanny fannies that have been with me from the beginning, such as Alice. Hi Alice, if you're watching. She's been with me since I can remember. I don't even know how, probably since the very, very beginning. And at the beginning, she kind of just took it upon herself to stand up for me in the comments in a loving and respectful and kind way. Sort of the way that I were to do it if I were to do it, but I couldn't because I didn't want to feed into it. I didn't want to, and after a while it got too much for me to do it. Like, I literally wouldn't have enough time to answer everybody. But after, you know, it didn't take long for people to realize that I was sensitive, and that I started just asking people to not leave those comments. Like, that hurts me. And I just, for a while I was still sensitive, I just had to keep on saying, listen, I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm really sensitive about these things. Can you please, if you have anything negative to say, please go somewhere else, things like that. But then after a little bit, it didn't take long for me to start building, you know, because I'm a super overly sensitive person too. But after a while, I started to be okay with it and just realize and remember, most importantly, that I felt bad for those people. And that's kind of what made it easier, is me feeling sorry for them instead of me feeling hurt by them or mad at them. I started feeling sorry for them, because what kind of a life must they be going through to leave such horrible comments to somebody who's already suffering and already going through a hard time. Obviously they need some sort of attention, or they're just projecting their own pain, their own personal pain, whatever's going on in their life onto me, and that's sad. So I don't feed into it, I don't respond to it, but I do think about them and pray for them. And once in a while, I'm not strong enough to do that, and I'll answer them with a sassy answer sometimes once in a while, but most of the time I really try hard to not do that. But thankfully I've got like the best following of Shanny Fannies, and if you start your blog, I'll send them all to your blog so that they will leave nothing but positive, uplifting comments, because that's what they all do. Like, I never get mean comments except on my viral videos, which is, and so it's mean comments from people who don't know me, who don't know, they're only watching because the video has 1 million views and so they're gonna watch, you know what I mean? But those who know me, those who come back every day, never leave me mean comments. My friend Paul Green, hi Paul, I love you and I miss you, says, I miss you guys. Seeing you in the vlogs, which I watch every day now, isn't enough. Hopefully I'm still your friend where I can come see you in person someday again. All right, Paul, this is for you. I'm gonna end it here. No more questions. This is just for you. Nope, it'll come in a minute. Oh, there it is. Paul, I freaking miss you like crazy. And I was talking to Danny about, okay, so for those of you that don't know Paul, he's been in a couple videos, I think. I know he was in the Halloween vlog from Halloween 2015. Paul is my guy. Paul is the guy that got me started on YouTube. Like, I had the idea to do this. Paul was my husband's best friend, and he is the one that taught me how to edit. He has his own YouTube channel, so he taught me everything. He taught me how to title my videos and what to say and what blah blah blah. And he just is so freaking awesome, and I love him to death. And so Paul, just come over anytime. I was telling Danny the other day, I'm like, well, would it be inappropriate if Paul just came over and you weren't here? Because we haven't seen Paul forever, because Danny's so effing busy that we never see you anymore, and we miss you. I miss you a lot. And plus, I need you to come help me with something. And so you should come over anytime. I'm gonna tell Danny, and I'm gonna like make it my mission this week to try and find a day that we can hang out, because we both miss you like crazy. Danny talks about you all the time, and I'll be like, well then call him and invite him over. Well, I can't because I got this to do, and I have to build this, and I have to work early tomorrow. You know the drill, you know what he does. So, but anyway, I'm going to work on that really, really hard and get you over here, because I love you and I miss you, and you're adorable and you're my favorite, and in an appropriate way. Okay, I should explain. That's a joke. We always make a joke that I have a thing with Paul. We make a joke of it because we are like that. We are weird, twisted people in our heads. And so I always joke that Tuesday night is mine and Paul's date night. And Danny's always like, oh, that's fine. Okay, never mind. This is going to come off so wrong and so bad. That's just what we do. We're weird. So Paul, come over on Tuesday and I'll see you there. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. I love you guys. Thank you for the questions. Those were really, really good questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another video, and possibly a singing video. Maybe tomorrow or Saturday. So I'll look forward to that. And I love you guys. And remember forever and always that you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye!